Today I wanted to come on and do a what am I currently reading and studying, because I like to do some update videos every now and then on that so you can see how I'm actually using some of the Bibles and books that I have reviewed for you. So I'm going to be honest, this month is going to be a little boring possibly because you've seen it all before for the most part. So I've just been stuck in, and it's not a bad thing, I've just been stuck in the same couple books and Bibles. Not stuck, it sounds really negative, but I've been just kind of content, I guess I'll put it, with using the same things that I pretty much used the month before, which is not always the case for me. Obviously, I have access to a lot of Bibles, a lot of books, a lot of studies, so I tend to try to jump around and use different things, and I just really didn't this month. I just kind of sat and soaked in what I had and what I was already using. So hopefully that's not too boring of a video for you, and I'm going to also show you what I'm going to be using next, so that's a little bit of a change. So here we go. All right, so as you know, I have been going through the Daily Scripture Guidebook and by Tim Wildsmith, and it gives you at the beginning of the week, and not necessarily the calendar week, I think it's like Thursday maybe or something like that, there is the week's plan. And then it gives you an overview of what you're going to read that week in the New Testament, the Old Testament, and the Psalms and Proverbs. And then you have your daily plan. I have not been writing in the book. There is space to do that, though, a little bit for each day. So I'm on track today. At the time I'm recording this, it's day 223. So I've been on track with that. Do you like my Highland Cow bookmark? I do. It's pretty cute. So it's just randomly in there. Sorry. I should have taken it out. But anyway, I keep it a little, sticky here so I know what day I'm on, and it's been working out really well. Really enjoying doing that. So I went back again, and you're all gonna be like, yeah, we've seen that before too. I know. This is the NASB Beauty of Scripture Bible, and I just can't put that one down, so I didn't this month. I used it to go through this reading plan, because I'm reading through the NASB, some LSB thrown in there too, Legacy Standard Bible. So I have used other Bibles, but this is the one that I am back to again. I keep coming back. So I love the single column layout of this. I love the look of this Bible. So it's just a favorite of mine, and using her again. All right, and then next, another one. Sorry, I have Bibles everywhere, so the camera's shaking a little bit. Let me try to steady that. There we go. I'm still reading this, guys. It's the let me try that again. I was going to just give the acronym, but I'll say it. The Life Application Study Bible, the chronological edition from Tyndale. This is an NLT, and it's a slow go because sometimes I only read one page a day. Sometimes I don't read it all in this one, just depending on how much time I have. So I'm in 2 Kings, kind of towards the end of that. So all the kings and Elisha and Elijah and all that. Let's see here. I'm about to get into Jonah. Probably get there today or tomorrow. So I just love this. Its study notes are great. It's just something I can't do quickly. I mean, I guess I could, but to me, the point of this is to go through and really, read for understanding and go through all the notes and look at the maps and everything in here. So I'm not rushing this. I may finish it by the time I retire. We'll see, which, by the way, is not in the near future. But it's going to take me a while, and I'm okay with that. So I'm continuing to read through that. Then, Bibles I've been taking on the go has mostly been this one. This is another one you've seen a ton of. This is from Tyndale as well. NLT Giant Print Compact Bible. Nice small hand-sized Bible. It has 10-point font. So I've taken other Bibles to church, but this is the one I take the most, and love that one as well. And then I just finished reading this book. This is called Choose Joy by Kay Warren. I'll just read the back to you real quick. This is one I got at a used book sale this summer. It says, when all your fondest hopes and wildest dreams come true and your heart nearly explodes with happiness, it's easy to feel joyful. But what about the valleys, when nothing seems to go your way, when everything is falling apart, when God is silent and you feel all alone? Where does joy fit into those moments? In Choose Joy, acclaimed author and Christian leader Kay Warren shares the path to experiencing soul-satisfying joy no matter what you're going through. Joy is deeper than happiness, lasts longer than excitement, and is more satisfying than pleasure and thrills. Joy is richer, fuller, and it's far more accessible than you've thought. Joy comes from God, and it can be yours today. So I just enjoyed that one. It was a pretty easy read. It didn't take me very long. I'll post the link for that in case you want to check it out. But it was just a good, timely message for me. All right, so what am I going to be moving on to next? I'm still going to be doing Daily Scripture Guidebook. I'm probably going to be using Beauty of Scripture a lot because, let's be real, I just really like that one. I keep going back to it, like I said, so it's probably staying. I know I'm going to continue to do the NLT Chronological Life Application Study Bible. Man, that's a mouthful every time I say it. So I'm going to keep going through that. And I'm sure my little NLT compact is going to be around too for church and everything. But that being said, there's some other Bibles I really would like to add back into the rotation at some point here. And I did a video, I don't know if I'm posting this before that or not, but I also did a video about Bibles that I want to start using or continue using. So you're going to see some of those in that video as well. So I'll be brief on this. I want to start using my NLT on the brain now. New King James Version, single column reference Bible. Really great reading Bible. So I'd love to bring that one back into the rotation. I would also like to get some CSB back into my life here. So this is the giant print handcrafted Bible. Nice 12-point font. So I'd love to get that back into the rotation again. I want to start using the ESV Grace-Laced Journaling Bible. So I'm working on figuring out what plan I'm going to do in here. I haven't written it or anything yet. Very beautiful Bible though, and I would love to figure out a plan to use this lovely journaling Bible. So I'm working on coming up with a study, finding a study or something I'm going to do in there. And then as for study Bibles, I want to start using my Jesus Bible. This is ESV. So I like the notes in this one. And it's one that I've had in my closet for a good while. I want to pull out again because I don't like my Bibles to get too dusty. So I want to start using that one again. This one is one that I haven't used as much this month, but I do use it a lot. So I can't put this one down either. This is the NIV Cultural Background Study Bible from Zondervan. So just a really all-around great study Bible that gives you some background on the time period and the people that you're reading about in the Bible. So really helped me with understanding what I'm reading and applying scripture. Sorry, I almost dropped that one. You heard nothing. Then this is the Jeremiah Study Bible. I have the large print, so it's very large, very big. This is definitely a desk Bible, but it's really great, and I really like the study notes in this one as well, so I want to go back and use that one also. Okay, so all these great study Bibles, I need a study to go with it, right? So I'm thinking, I showed you this one before, so I'll post the review link. I haven't gone through this one yet. So this is called Harmony, Tuning Your Thoughts to the Melody of His. So I'm thinking I want to go through that one next. It doesn't look like it's super difficult. I am, as a special education teacher, I'm going back to work soon. I may already be back by the time I post this. I'm not sure what order I'm posting my videos in yet, but it's going to be a busy time to say the least. And this looks like something that's manageable for me during that busy, going back to school, getting to know the students, getting the classroom ready, all of that. So this will be a good one, I think, to do because it's going to keep me in the Word, but it's not going to be super overwhelming right now. I will get into some deeper stuff as I, get used to the schedule and things start settling down a little bit, hopefully. Fingers crossed on that. Sometimes things don't ever settle down, but we're hopeful, right? So I'm planning on going through this one, then I'll get into some other deeper studies. I don't know if I want to say deeper, but you know what I'm saying. Studies that have more, they take more time. They just take more time to do than this one might. All right, so, and then as for books, I'm planning to start this one. This I also got at a used book sale this summer. This is called Peace with God by Billy Graham. And I don't know if see if there's anything, I don't know if there's a synopsis of the book here. because the back's just talking about Billy Graham, which is great. I love Billy Graham, but I was trying to see if there's something for me to read about this one. I think this one's been out for a good while. It just says, Peace with God has become a Christian classic with its timeless message of how only Christ can quench a man or woman's thirst for God. So it sounds good to me. I believe this is a Billy Graham library selection. I think this has been out for a while. Looks like, it says copyright 1953, 1984. So yeah, it's been out here for a little while. So that sounds like a good classic for me to enjoy here. All right, so that's what I'm planning on doing right now. I'm sure I'm going to end up adding in more things as time goes, but my priority right now is to finish my read through of the NASB translation using Daily Scripture Guidebook. I always do that first. If I'm not going to have time to do anything else, that is my priority. And then I also try to get into the NLT Chronological Life Application Study Bible at least a few times a week. Even if it's only a page a day, that's fine. I try to get into it because I enjoy that one as well, and I want to get through that read through at some point in my life. And then beyond that, that's when I add in the books, the studies, the extras. Those come after my scripture reading. So yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing. A lot of NASB and NLT this year, but as I go into next year, I'm planning on doing some other studies, other read-throughs of other translations, but I'll come up with all of that as we get closer to the end of 2026. So I would love to hear what you're reading and studying. Hopefully that wasn't too boring for you since I keep bringing up the same Bibles and studies, but you must know they're good then, right? Because I keep using them. So there we go. Love to hear what you're using as well.